Examining the weaknesses of atheism. Atheism, as defined for the purposes of this discussion, is the lack of belief in the existence of deities. While atheists often argue for a rational, evidence-based approach to understanding the world, this position is not without its weaknesses. On the surface, atheists attempt to define themselves by what they do not believe, rather than what they affirm. This negative definition can be seen as inherently weak for several reasons. One, lack of positive affirmation. Atheism, by its nature, is a negation rather than an affirmation. It defines itself by what it rejects rather than what it stands for. This can lead to a fragmented and inconsistent worldview. Without a positive foundation, atheism struggles to provide a coherent and unified explanation for the fundamental aspects of human experience, such as morality, purpose, and the origin of the universe. 2, inconsistent moral foundation. Atheists often argue that morality can be derived from secular humanistic principles. However, without an absolute moral lawgiver, moral relativism becomes a significant issue. If morality is subjective and based on individual or cultural preferences, it becomes difficult to argue against atrocities committed under different moral frameworks. The lack of an objective moral standard undermines the ability to make universal moral judgments. 3, the problem of meaning and purpose. Atheism often leaves individuals grappling with the question of meaning and purpose. If the universe is purely the result of random, natural processes, then human life, in the grand scheme of things, lacks intrinsic purpose. This existential void can lead to nihilism, where life is seen as ultimately meaningless. In contrast, theism offers a framework where purpose and meaning are derived from a higher transcendent source. 4, the burden of proof. Atheists frequently argue that the burden of proof lies solely with theists. However, this position overlooks the fact that atheism also makes a claim that there is no deity. To assert this confidently, atheists must provide evidence to support their position, not merely critique theistic arguments. The inability to provide positive evidence for atheism's claims weakens its stance. 5, the limits of empiricism. Atheism often aligns itself with a strict empirical approach, where only that which can be observed and measured is considered valid. This viewpoint, however, fails to account for the many aspects of human